Hi, Denny. Welcome on in. I don't have headphones today, so I'm light on tech. I don't know what to say at this point. How are you? How is your day going? How is your week? I'm dead. Everything is fine. I hope the mic is working. That's the thing. I know that the music is working, but I never know if the mic is working. I think the mic is working. Cool. I just checked. It will probably be a shorter stream this week. Today. It's the first one. I don't know. I forgot how to stream. You know, that's what we say when we come back from death. Shit's no good. That's why I left. Oh. Denny, I don't know if you disappeared or if you're typing like a fat ass message. It's kind of weird. Maybe you in the ads. I doubt it. Fuck me. Sorry, the iPad just is the iPad. That's where I gotta left that. That was a big ass message. I was right. What do you mean I'm an hour early? It's 6 my time. Oh, did the daylight saving things happen? Maybe that's the thing. So it's early for you. That means it's like, I mean, it's 10 when usually it's 11. Interesting. I didn't know that. I forgot about it. Cool. Good to know about the 3D things. How's the website with Corbin? Is everything going well? Like, are things okay? I've had feedbacks that I'm not gonna tell you, but I've had feedbacks. But yeah, that's neat. So yeah, I forgot that the light saving was a thing, because I don't think it is a thing here. Obviously. But yeah, I am a week late, so shit needs to happen. I need to explain what happened. Right? Patience, hi, welcome on in. Yeah, Corbin project is going well. And the other one was the one where you wanted the track, package track type of thing, right? Yeah. In 3D for some reason. Anyways, on Monday, I announced to everyone that I would take the day off and be reasonable and go to the doctor. That's what I did. It was fine. But But then I came back and my head was spinning, but it was okay. Like you're drunk and it's spin, but that's fine, right? You know, classic things. But then around 22, 23, something like this. I think 10:30, somewhere around there at night. I was sleeping because I'm an old man and I need to sleep. And I turned in my bed from the being on my left side to being on my right side. And that turn made anything that was here there for my eyes, and then everything that was there just here, and then just turn around. Really, really, really hard. And that for like what felt like an hour, which I guess was basically 20 minutes in total, but like it felt like an hour. And after the fact, so like basically 2 days ago, I realized that if I'm looking far away, then the spinning is stopping because it can't move objects that are really far. But because it was spinning and I rushed to the bathroom to like throw up, obviously, the farthest things for me was the toilet, meaning that it was spinning faster than expected. So I had to call an ambulance in Japanese while everything was spinning. Wasn't fun. But I did it. They came in. They took me to the hospital, which was nice. I basically threw up from Monday night to Tuesday morning 5 a.m. That's basically the timeline. In the beginning, it was like every 3 to 5 minutes, and at the end it was every 2 hours. So right, there is like a bit of a delay, but still. And when you throw up so much, you throw up nothing. And so I basically was throwing up the acid that is living in your stomach, right? That is basically brown or black. It was fun. And yeah, I just do that all night, and I went to the hospital. They gave me like how can I say? They gave me how is it called? An ECG to check like how my heart is going, if there was issues there. Nothing. Cool. They did a CT scan, so just like a head scan. Nothing. They did chest imagery to check if the lungs, holy shit, that took a while. If the lungs were at fault, nothing. And then they did an MRI to check with my brain, nothing. So basically, everything is fine. I have no issues, which is fucking annoying because I hope I would have some issues here and there at least, so that I can like have a reason. But no. So the only thing that seems to be the issue right now is my inner ear, probably this one, but it could be this one. I don't know. If I'm moving my head from my phone, which is here, to my iPad too fast, I will fall down. So I'm trying not to do that too much. But yeah, so it was hard. The migraine was not really there, hopefully. Hopefully. So I just had like the throat that was damaged from the acid. So that happened. And yeah. And then I stayed a full night in the hospital. I then asked to be hospitalized in the morning. They left me in a room in the hospital for like a day with medicine and nurses and an IV and all that shit. I spent another night, and then during the night, the nurse came in to tell me that the MRI was like nothing wrong with me. So she asked if I wanted to live the next day or not, and I said yes. And the next day, at 10, I went up I came back here, and at night, about the same time, I started to spin again. The previous day was fine. But like, I don't know, that's just that night just threw me off. I did another move and it started to spin like very hard. So I called back an ambulance, and that was the weirdest thing to me. I felt like that was kind of weird, but I kind of understand. But I called an ambulance and I said, can I go back to the same like hospital? And they said, hi, welcome on. Can I go back to the same hospital that I was in yesterday morning or today? And they say, well, we'll check. And they checked, and the thing that the hospital was telling them was, this person cannot come back because well, we did all the tests that we have, so the only thing that is that is good for recovery is just like rest and sleep. So they left me. So basically, they came here, they took me to the ambulance, and then we stayed in the ambulance for like, I think 10 to 15 minutes, with them talking on the phone in Japanese with the hospital, and with me trying to understand but not understanding everything, having like a translation app on our phones to like translate what we are saying, what they are saying, whatever. And we did all that, and then I went back up because what they said was, I can't I could not like stay in the ambulance or use the ambulance to go back to the hospital. If I wanted to go back to the hospital, I should have taken a taxi, which wasn't in the options, at least for me. I didn't feel like it was an option to take like a taxi and go to the hospital. So I went back here. I did my best to sleep, which I apparently did. And then in the morning, I tried to call the hospital to get the person that speaks English to speak with me and see if like we could have a bit of an understanding and knowing if I could come back. And then they said, oh, it's 9:30. That person is coming at 10:30. Can you call back at 10:30? I was like, okay, fine. So 1 hour later, I called back at like 11. So I'm saying, you know what, giving them a bit of time just in case. And then at 11, they were like, oh, that person is coming at 12. Can you call back later? So, yeah, I don't know. And so I decided to go back there with a taxi, which was like not more expensive, but more expensive basically than the consultation. And they just did a bit of a check, and they sent me back here. So if all goes well, and if all goes with the same schedule latency things, that is like bouncy, if you know animation, bouncy lines. We had 1 day awful, 1 day good, 1 day awful, 1 day and a half good, 1 day kind of bad, 2 days good, meaning that either tonight is absolutely I'm gonna die because of the lights and all that shit, or it's gonna be fine. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's not too much energy drink. Apparently it is stress related with the amount of shit that I'm doing while I'm here. The fact that I'm trying to get like like not knowing the next stage is basically breaking my brain. Not knowing that my financial situation is improving, because it's not. Going back to like going back to France is not a thing that I want to do. And if I do, it's the exact same result as staying here, but I need to pay more than what I pay here. So I would rather stay here, but in order to do that, I need to get a visa. To get a visa, I need to get my finances in order, which it's just not going. So that's complicated. Why not a job at the agency there? It's because every time that I'm trying to apply for a job here, which I've did since I arrived, I need to know Japanese, and I need to be able to speak Japanese fluently-ish, at least, to be able to communicate with people in the company, and that's never the case. So if I'm like listing everything that I've been doing that you haven't seen, I've been trying to get a visa that is extended, trying to get a job, trying to learn Japanese, trying to learn code, trying to create icons, create a UI kit, sell that UI kit, market the thing, create a website, make sure that my website is working, create an agency, make sure that my freelance is working, marketing myself, and all that stress. Even though it's not really felt, I would say that. I think it's most likely internal stress in a way. So yeah, now it's kind of better. And yeah, basically Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. I was in bed. Like I think on Saturday I stayed in bed 20 hours on the 24 hours of the day. Like, so yeah, I look tired because I've been resting a lot. There is that. And then I've been like downing a ton of like medicine to make sure that things go well. But yeah, it's kind of contradicting. Like some of the paper that they gave me, like these ones, are pretty interesting. They give you like when and how many a day you need to take them. But then this one right here, they say 1 at the end of the day, and that's the refill. But the previous one that I took, the same medicine, they were saying 1 um, at everything, like one in the morning, one at midday, one at night, but not after eating, but before eating. So I needed to do that. Anyways, Brazil, hi, welcome on in. The thing is, I can't move to the Netherlands. I did lose some hair as well. Yeah, you can see all that. No, it's just dead hair. I bleached too much, so it's just falling out. It's kind of sad. And also because it's growing up, you have the layer of black hairs that is showing more of my receding hairline than when it's just white. Anyways, I don't know if we're gonna start taking it easy though, because I've been back home with nothing to do, and I have started to work on the website for myself, the website for something else, the website for myself again. I've been starting to work on some icons again. So if I get rid, I mean, I want the hair on top to grow back, but it doesn't. I think the hairdresser last time kind of fucked it up, and then me on top of everything, bleaching things 3 times in 2 days was a bad idea. But yeah. Nice. So going to the money thing, where you said like someone saying money doesn't matter was bullshitting. I might. I don't know. I might implement one of the things that Stoney talked about a year ago now, which is potentially getting the reviews for new viewers. So for all viewers, it's basically paid, but having the reviews only for like 1,000 bits on stream. So if you want to have that, if you want to have like a review of your project, portfolio, whatever, it could be like 1,000 bits, because 1,000 bits for me is equal to a certain amount that is not the same everywhere, I think. It's kind of like parity priced in a way. So I might implement that, which is like kind of nothing. It's just $10, but that could be important or interesting for the amount of review we have. But it also feels kind of weird at this level. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyways, so we have that. And yeah, Nishit, if you want to share, because you're an older viewer and me to take a look, please do that. I would love that. But yeah, I need to figure out the finances part of things, and I need a like or I get tattooed in my head. Yes, I have tried Contra. I have contracted people on Contra to do things for me, and I haven't had people contract me because I'm one of the most expensive bitch on that fucking platform. Contra is basically Fiverr, but fancier. But it's Fiverr. So everyone that is like in the $50 to $25 an hour range is picked, and people like me that are like at $270 an hour are like left out because you can't get a job there. And I'm not gonna airbend myself. No, I could. I have the harrow already, so it's like it's kind of simple, but nah, not doing that. Not doing that ever. Shit, I clicked on the wrong thing again. My bad. The iPad is in the most dead thing. Anyways. So yeah, so that happens, and at least we back. So one of the things that I said that is pretty interesting, I think, is we might start to have some sort of a rehab schedule that would allow me to take some time to do other things, and then just do specific things on stream. So we have two options. We have options number one that I think is the easiest for me, which is like doing 2 days of stream. So right now I'm starting Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Thursday. That's the idea, or it could be Tuesday, Thursday, to just be good on the week. That could be a thing, to just take some time. So that's 2 days, and on these 2 days I have like 1 day that would be for reviews and both photo review, product review, whatever, and then Thursday to be like code related content, or I don't know, something else. And I need to do UI icons. Yes, that's for sure. I also need to give you a ton of feedback on the screens that no, your link went through. Your link went through for me. It was shit. That was the wrong button. It's here. I have it. It's there. I can see things. Don't worry about it. I will probably open that here. I have a ton of things to say for you. Yes. No. I mean, I'm saying a ton, but not that much. Technically, you have some feedback specifically in the images that you sent me there, but yeah, you shouldn't be afraid. You did a good job. Overall, you did a pretty good job. There are some things that just makes no sense, and I will go over that in a second, but yeah. You can go to brainstorming. Cool. I hope my mouse just doesn't break things. I'm guessing you have a ton of images. Yeah. And then you have the landing page that is there. You don't have to do much work for now. Don't worry about it. So for now, you're working with colors and mostly autumn colors. Interesting. So it is on season, right? September, October, December, November, December is like I mean, December is more red, but anyways, on season to have like a bit of a brown orange things. And then going back to what I said about a month and a half ago, orange is the new purple, so you can go with that. You really do have like this color and this color seems to be the same. I mean, they are the same palette, but you just use them vertically to see how things work. No, this gray and this gray are different. Yeah, kinda. The purple is going away. It's 30. I'm sorry. It's in the wheel of SaaS and startups. Purple is going away, sadly. But don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Text secondary. So you have very similar things like that hover and that hover. I mean, your hover states are really similar, except this one and this one, which are like more red, and this one is more brown. And then you said you tried creating final palettes here. So you have your button there with your text on top. And then that's the other state that could work. You have that done. I do I do like this color scheme. I think you could use the brown here, and you had like the same thing kind of going there. I do like that simplicity right here. That could be like a starting point. I think it's Pika icon that has something like this when you start. Yeah, like when you start and nothing is loaded, you just have the text. I mean the selector and then just the text that load in. So I like that a lot. You don't have anything in reference, you don't have anything in final, nothing in components yet. So yeah, no, for now you're going for colors. I think who can help? I think colors can help. Potentially colors could help, even though not best, but could. And you probably have used that. Yeah, this one could help as well, 100%. I think we talked about that on the Discord at some point, but yeah, this is half good. Main reason being this thing. I don't like that. Like, there is the only one that keep the same value of importance is the 500. And like if I use pure black, right? My importance for visibility in pure black is like my 800 is the same in importance. Kinda, but it's like, it's really weird. I have a hard time with this. Anyways, but yeah, this could be really useful, 100%. So this one could help potentially. And then there is, I think it's color.lol or colors.lol. Yeah, I mean color.lol is also, it seems like a fake thing. Maybe I missed a fucking S. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. There is like a very specific one that's called color lol that is useful. That works. Um, I I might say that you have one too many colors. Like you have two orange and two blacks. I think you could divide that by going into three based elements and potentially expand there, but rather than having like two blacks, two orange brown, and one white, you get one black, one orange, one white. And then from that, you just expand to like from 25 to 950 using the Tailwind plugins directly rather than just doing the checks. But yeah. The thing is, as soon as you get the I mean, I would reduce to 5 and then just use opacities if needed. But like one of the things that I think I said before, but with that fucking link. Yeah. Here, like if I'm using this and like you get the switch with opacity, it's way simpler. I think I need to show you on the mom thing, which is kind of the same, but it works the same way. Yeah, I can tie. Welcome on in. What do you mean? Sorry for the numbers. Numbers happen. It's fine. You said boob and 2T. Hospital happened to me. That's what it is. I'm better now, even though some people in chat are stating that it's not the case. Let's do tomato 1 for that. I wish we had an option. To do that faster. I mean, right now I'm using Radix, so that's really different already in terms of how it's built compared to regular color palettes. And you will see that in a second when some colors are really different as the 12. So this is just Radix regular things. And what if I do changes in opacity? 1 second. I'm seeing chat a bit. It's been a while, but it's fine. And 9, 10, shit, 11, and then my 12 here. So that is the, let's do that with pure black here, which is what happens in the background. And then if I take the same thing and I move it down and I change that to white, which is not exactly how Radix work, but If you do what the website here is doing, which is just changing the background color, right, you end up with this, which, as you can see, the importance of visibility in one case or the other is just all over the place. So technically this is good for text when you are in light mode, and this isn't. And when you are in dark mode, this is good for text, but this absolutely isn't. Whereas when you're using some sort of an opacity scale, which is basically what is underneath, this level of visibility and this level of visibility is kind of equal. So when you're looking at one over the other, both kind of works, and there is not like something that is taking over in terms of visibility here and there. The benefits of Radix here is the fact that we can change that to light mode or dark mode, and well, shit happens. Pick up. Hi, welcome on it. So, right, using the opacity only, just make sure that depending or not depending, regardless, I would say, regardless of the color that is in the background, you will have some sort of a uniform importance in the design, and so it's a bit better. The only thing that is kind of weird is if you have some sort of an image background. So if I change that to do minimal, maybe, let me get something that is like kind of, yeah, right. If I do minimal, then we have some transparency, and so that's a bit of an issue. So it needs to have some colors behind it to be like making sense, but other than that, we kind of good. Pick up. I'm okay. I'm not best, as you can probably tell from my face, but I'm better than on Tuesday for sure. So that's a good that's a good point. So yeah, I did explain that last time a bit, and so you can do that using the opacity things, similarly to what you have here, and it's pretty good. I do like, as Tony said, I do like this one a lot. This one is a lot like coffee. This one is a lot like earth, like earth and wood. And so this kind of works. Kind of, hi, welcome on in. Alive, yes. And thanks a lot for the resub.
TG Khalil just resubscribed for 21 months.
For the money.
KAPOW.
21 months is a long time. So yes, this one and this one, I do like these, and so you use like this of a state kind of lighter things. So it's colors are complicated. Let's be real here. Colors are always complicated, and I would say again, if you're someone who doesn't know just yet how to use and what to use and when, go in your basic like Tailwind, Radix. Newest one is Versa. I don't even know if Versa. I don't think /color exists. Yeah. So let's do Tailwind. It's better. I mean, it's not better, but it's easier. Come on. Did I click on? Yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing twice. Twice. Just color, just theme colors. No, not an option. What the fuck? Yeah, this thing. For you specifically, I would use something like an ember as an option, and using my 500 as the as that, and my 700 as my hover, and then you have some sort of a red based black, so stone would be good. And you can use, because you are using like a beige, I think you can use your ember at 0, your orange at 50, and it would work. So yeah. Have a good rest of your day, Carol. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate that. Sorry for the delay. Yeah, I do love Super Palette. It's just not updated as often as these things are updated, which is why I don't like it. I do love it, but I don't like it that much, because things are outdated really fast, which makes sense. Like creating and having the repo for everything up to date when there is an update is complicated. There is that, and then on top of that, you have to go through the verification technique of Figma to make sure that your plugin is still conform to everything. I mean, an update is fine, but whatever. Sometimes not that great. Yeah. I really think I said that 3 times already, but I really think
Rathian is now following
that you just need one of these, either one of these ones, either the Radix one, or as I said, the Verso one, the Shad UI thing. Also Rathian. Rython? I think it's like you missed the letter on Python, but I don't know. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Shade, not shader, shade. There is a collection of all these tools. I think if you type !tools, you have something. Just yeah, I think it's either !tools or !resource. But yeah, this one, tools.design, is pretty useful, and it has a real like directory of all the tools that exist. Most of them. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, tools.design is the one that is linked, and UX Gears is I think is the other one. But yeah, it's the same thing. It works. So yeah, all of that shit that just works. Like, use that. Right now for the Mom UI kit, I'm using the Radix color palette, which has been updated. And this thing is not right, but it's still right. But it's wrong, but it's still right. The behavior of the colors is the most frustrating things ever. Like, you can see how your 9 is extremely bright compared to your 8. But then on this one, your 9 is less bright than your 10. And then here your 11 is paler than your 10, which looks better than your 9. So there is like a ton of things that I don't really like with Radix, but it's just, I love the fact that we have the ability to get the transparency effect, and that makes more sense. The way that it is defined here with the background, always use 1 or 2. The interactive component always use 3, 4, 5. The borders are 6, 7, 8. The solid colors are 9, 10, and then the accessibility for text is always 11 and 12. That is a system, so system design, as we talked about in the past, that makes sense and that helps you to get better faster, but it also like restricts you a bit in like understanding how or why you are using these. So there is like I think they have documentation about the colors and why they use the colors, like explanation of that thing, but still, I don't know where that is. Anyways, all that to say, Initiative, you started with one of these kits as a starting point to just make sure that you have something that makes sense, and you use these colors as a starting point. I'm repeating myself. You can go further than now, which I think is one of the issues that you have in most of the design that you do, and when we have discussions, where you take about a month, if not more, to define like one component or one color scheme or one thing, and you're not moving along. So like using a template, I know it feels like it's cheating. It feels like it's like not a lot of work on your end, but you're not progressing. Like if I'm thinking about my business, let's say that, because that's what I'm thinking about right now. If I'm thinking about my business and I'm like, yeah, I should do that, I should do that, I should do that, I should do this, I should change this way, I should have that this way, whatever. That could be interesting. I'm taking notes, but I'm not doing any actions. It's as if I didn't do shit. So instead of that, what I decided to do is right now, for example, one of the things that I have that I have never told you about, but now you will know. There's this thing called AOA.studio, which is the other thing that I'm working on, kinda. And currently, it's a Framer template. I changed the name of the Framer template to AOA for everything. It's a template for an agency. It worked in the beginning only with light mode. So what I did is I created a version that has dark mode enabled. And now we have like the dark mode enabled thing. You can see that this is bullshit. This doesn't work. But Bahimo, hi, welcome on in. But these works, and that's it. Like I'm not thinking more than that. Like if you go to that website, it's working. If you go into like what the studio is about, you see people, you see like that person that is the co-founder. That's not me. That's not me. So I haven't done shit to that, and I'm slowly adding things to make sure that it works and that it makes sense and it's aligned to what I want to have. But it's not done. The content, the photography, all of that is like all over the place. It's great. It works. Like things work here, but things don't work in mobile for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but that's the thing. Anyways, all that to say, at least I have that out. Things work. I have my services that are listed, and the thing that I can do, I think if you click on pricing, I have the pricing that I'm currently like using. And yeah, contrast is absolutely bad because it, as I said, it was meant to be done on a light mode. So on light mode is fine. The contrast is good. Everything is passing, but then I need to work on that for the dark mode because I kind of want the system dark mode to work. But that's listed. Things work. The content that is here is absolutely false. This is part of the template, and I will like make that grow through time. But then until then, I have something. All that to say that. That took way too long. So I think, Nishit, one of the things that you could use is basically that. Just take one of the templates that exist, one of the kit that exist, either this one or whichever, and go with that. And then once you have something that you're happy with the layout, with the content, mainly the content is the most complicated thing that you can have on a portfolio. But yeah, once you have all of that is like good to you, which will never be the case, but good enough, then you can say, oh, you know what, that orange is too orangey. Let's tweak that to get something that makes more sense. Or that black is a red base. Maybe I need a purple base black to go with the orange to like match better. But I do think that the content and what's inside is better. And this one is pretty cool. It's a bit of an outdated, faded out dribble, like old colors that we used to have. But yeah. Anyways, I think yeah, I mean, you could go with a Blackpink color scheme. It's a bit more bright. The pink is much brighter. But going back to these, right? Currently, I mean, this one is the free fucking thing. Currently, the colors that I'm using here is the green that I'm using everywhere, which is absolutely not accessible in light mode, but it's still there, and I'm still using it. And I know for a fact that it will change later, but for now, I needed to have something that makes sense, so we use that. And no, we're not gonna use purple. But yeah, all that, just, we have something. Holy shit, that's, you see all the fucking release that we've done? That's too much. That's way too much. Yeah. All that to say, just maybe start with a theme, and that will go faster. But you technically already have a theme. So for now, going back to what I was saying, again, for now, use that. I think this palette is pretty good. It works. You have 6 colors and conform yourself to this. You will not like the colors. Like, you will not like the colors right away. Maybe in like a week, you will be like, okay, this coffee-ish type of colors is pretty good. I like it. Maybe you would be like, that's absolutely not an option. I need to change that. And maybe you will like encounter some issues while you are building the pages. And you will say, you know what? That page with that orange doesn't work. I need to change that. So I think for now, change that. Just focus on these colors and go forward. One of the things I think I said a while back though is things in the... Do I have that? No, I don't. Is it in the old thing? Maybe? I mean, starter kit is pretty useful, but it's the same thing. 1 second. I have too many shit. That's the truth. But I think that's the one. This is 1.1.6. It's old. Yeah, I think that's the option. So really, I like that for starting and exploring. So here we have some issues with the profile picture that have colors, but mainly what this is I'm building layout and content, and I don't give a shit about the rest. So maybe that background here in like 3 versions when this text is polished and that is decided it's higher because there is less text, for example. Maybe in 3 versions this is gonna be not a solid color but a gradient. Maybe it's gonna be a video, maybe it's gonna be animated, maybe it's gonna be something else. But for now I don't know. I'm just building the content with that in black and white and just like forcing myself to just focus on that. And I think that's what you need to do right here. Starter kit is like interesting. It's too expensive, don't buy it. But yeah, how do I always have a bit of a hard time. Nexus, bright done it. I don't know. Hi, welcome on it. I hope you're good. And Jeannie, hi, welcome on it. Then he said, have you tried the combo peanut butter, breakfast, and gym? No, I don't like peanut butter. Sorry. I like almond butter, but I don't do that. But just breakfast in general before the gym, yes, I've seen tremendous changes in the amount of lift that I can do. So it really depends on what I'm eating in the morning. I think there are things that I right now I don't feel confident enough to cook again. But what I used to do when I was in France, which was great, was one of these basically in the morning, either with like less peppers. I could just basically take tortillas, one of these with and half an avocado and 2 eggs. And if I have chicken left over, I use that. If I have beef, I use that. I usually do that. Well, I usually did that. I have like you know these? I think mine are like by 8. No, 8 is the big one. So basically these ones are like for tacos. They're tiny. I have these. When I'm going grocery shopping, I'm basically buying 2 packs of these. And I'm eating, first of all, because I'm a lazy ass and I don't want to do dishes. This is the greatest way to not do dishes. You just pour what you have in the pan to the fucking tortillas, and then you're done. You don't need to do dishes. Anyways, I basically buy that in bulk. I still have some left over that I haven't eaten last week. And I will start to do that, I think, middle of this week, later on this week. Yeah, you just have that, you throw that on, and you're good. And I usually eat 3 in the morning, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner, because I'm a lazy ass. And yeah, depending on what you have, it's good. It's, in terms of macros, if we go into there, it's pretty good. Like, you don't have much in here that is bad for you, but it's still a lot of carbs, but carbs are good for you anyways. So yeah, all that to say, yes, breakfast is good for you, especially if you do breakfast in the morning before you go to the gym. That's all I'm saying. It would be way easier for you to just do that and have some food in before you lift. It's for me, it has been better. I went to the gym this morning, which wasn't great, but I did like a very simple 25 minutes gym session instead of my regular 45. That's like half of it for today. Tomorrow is rest, and then on Wednesday I will go back if everything is fine. But yeah, just eating something before I go is giving me more energy to do that and allow me to not have like a pre-workout or an energy drink or whatever. So I think it's better for your health, all that. I mean, I didn't go that low. My regular dumbbell thing is like 16, and I took the 12. I was like, one lower, basically 2 lowers. It's fine. It is fine. It's just if I'm not careful, I'm getting dizzy on the seat, and then I can just fall with the fucking dumbbells, which is not great. We don't like that. And right, you're reading The House of Riverton plus the history of Surfing. I have no clue what that is. And also you said BRB, but yeah. And Dini, I do feel better. Not great, but better. We'll say that. I'm going back in chat to see if I missed something. I absolutely did. But yeah. So, Nishit, that's for you. Use the colors that you have for now. And then once you're done with that, or not once you're done with that, but starting now, make sure that you just build content more than anything else. It should be fine. Or it should be faster for everything. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't drank an energy drink or alcoholic beverage since Monday, which is fine. So I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, basically like this. If I'm not careful. If I'm not careful, yes. So, Stony, you sent me this. And this. Let me open both on that. I tried some beers that are like weird beers, but I don't like beers. I don't know. I don't even know why I bought them in the first place. But I should stop lying. I know exactly why I bought them in the first place. I don't know why I drink them. That's the thing. Yes. It's not cheap. It's just fuck. 1 second. Let me show you. It's cheap, but also right? When you have a can that is designed like this, which is called passion fruit yum yum, right? I have to. And then you look at the can and you get this. How can I not? How can I not? Anyways, there's like plenty of other brands and beers cans that just have a fucking packaging that just looks good, and I'm like, I need it. Let's buy that. That's it. So that happened, but that's the reason. But it's trash. Every time I drink beer, it's trash. So I know it's not for me. Anyways, let's go back to work. Stony, you have some issues here, which I know. You sent me 2 versions. I don't know which one is the latest version, but we have 2 versions. Which one should I look at? And which one should I complain about the most? The dark one is the latest. Okay, cool. So this one is deprecated. I can get rid of it. It's the same issues anyways. can you see the main issue on this thing? It's not subtle, but it's subtle. And it's something I talked about in the past. But yes, padding. So specifically, you're padding on the progress bar. That's the main thing that is breaking my head. When you look at this, you have somehow the same amount of space, top, left, and right, but then bottom isn't. And then if you look at the progress bar on itself, same thing. You have a lot of issues. Like it's the same. You have left, bottom, and right that is equal, but it's not equal to top. So make a decision, whichever side you want to pick, either more padding or less padding, but do that. That would help. Or the other thing that we do is we take that progress bar and we put it inside of the text content layer. So it will be the exact same width as the text, which is kind of weird in some situations, but it still works. I think you have progress bar. That's the thing. I think if I have them here, yeah, you probably have them. You probably have. With just progress bar, that would end up like this, right? So it kind of works. Same thing if I have like more space, less space, whatever. But for you on your file specifically, I think yeah, I didn't give you progress bar. You're right. You're right. Also, I didn't give you anything, to be honest, because that component, yeah, that component doesn't have progress either. Which I got rid of. Meaning that technically, that I don't think an absolute would work, but whatever. I just want to check how they did it. If you want to make it at the border, I might have an option. It's not a progress indicator, no. Would it be a notification? Yes, probably. So that would be not an activity feed, not a messaging. It would be one of these. So one of the things that you can do, if you have like I mean, the notification that I took for you was these, and I just copied that to your file. One of the things that you can do is if you take that here, come on, you could and it's usually either top or bottom, but whatever. You could have one of these that is just laying around. Let's say top for now. Let's do fifth fine. And that is gonna take black at 10%, right? And then you duplicate that and you get these. You can do that. That's not an issue, right? Just having that time. The thing is, why do you have a progress bar? If the progress bar is to indicate to the user that that specific notification is gonna go away when the progress bar is going to 0, it is not useful at all. Like, it's not useful. If you have a cross, it means that the notification is user removed. If you don't have a cross, it means that the notification is system removed, meaning that if Philip, hi, welcome on it. I agree with you, Dave. If you want your user to have the ability to remove a notification, but also the system to remove it, then you are introducing something that is called the potential of no visibility of that notification, meaning that I could have a notification pop on my screen while I'm taking a shit and then come back and ask myself, why is my collection disappeared or removed while I was away? I don't know. But if I have a notification that says collection Y has been removed, and then I have a cancel or okay thing, then it makes sense. In order to have this to work, you need to get the amount of ranges to work basically with the same amount of height. So if I have like a radius of 4, I can do a progress bar of 4 or more. So usually we do like 6 to be a tad bit further out. But if we have, like right now I have a progress bar at 6, so I could go up to 6 to get that transition, but it's still bad. I don't really like it. So if it's a server thing, like if it's a system indication of server actions, it doesn't need to stay forever. It can like be in and then disappear after 5 seconds without any progress bar or anything. And it's basically just a toast. And that's fine. You don't need more than that. So you can do that. Yeah, but you don't give a shit about that. Like the bar itself doesn't add anything to the user experience per se. Like if it wasn't there and a notification pops in and I want to read it and I put my cursor hover, it doesn't disappear. And if I don't, it disappears. It's just an indication that tells me that if I want to read more, I need to put my cursor over, which is not great per se. One thing that you can do as well is you said 5 seconds. I don't know if you said 5 seconds by default as a random number, but if you say 5 seconds, you can have 5 seconds of full opacity And then from 5 to 8, it's going from 100% opacity to 0% opacity. So if the person wants to see it again, they have like basically 3 seconds. So seconds is long, but they have 3 seconds to just move their pointer over and it just bring it back to 100%, and you're good. Anyways, what I'm saying is basically this, not necessary. It's not bad, but yeah, because you're using a notification style and not a toast style thing. Toast is just like, and it fades. Or sometimes it toasts in and it toasts out, which is kind of weird. That's because you're using material, right? Aren't you? Aren't you? The other option, the other option you have is to do that this way. Some people like it. It's fine. Like I'm not against it, but you can do that. This is out of place. So much out of place. I don't... You see how that has been built? That makes no sense. No fucking sense. Anyways. All of this thing. Nothing makes sense. Yeah, reshaped is good. Reshaped is good. See? Nothing. No. Yeah, nothing. And I have my pointer on top. It's still there, and that's fine. And it's still there. And then if I stack them, they are stacked because they like that stack thing, which is cute. We like that. Notification everywhere. Sorry. I don't know. I'm sure you can find something similar. You can basically see that. In the sense that none of them so far have like a timer. This one needs to be clicked on dismiss to be able to dismiss the thing, which is what I'm saying. So I get it. I will say that I get it. I understand why you're saying that you want something to basically tell the user that there is some sort of a timer on screen. However, for your target audience specifically, they know. They know that a notification will go away at some point unless there is an action to be taken. And I think, like for example, my Tinder notification here is sliding in and then hiding itself. Same thing for my reports, sliding in and then hiding itself, except I think the only one that doesn't goes away is my system update, that slides in, and I have a button that says, what the fuck do you want to do? And depending on my actions, then it goes away or not. But that's it. I don't really think you have a need for these. They look cute. I'm not gonna lie. That's neat. But it's not needed. I think you could just get away with not having a timer. I mean, not having a progress bar that implies time. And if you really want it, going back to where we were here, let me just put that back at the top. If you really want it, and either it's at the top or either it's somewhere else, I think like a base 2 would be better. And even if it's just me, I think a base 1 would be like enough. Which is just having like a bit of a highlight on the border, if you can do that, to showcase time right there. But yeah, the main issue here would be the radius overall, which it looks like shit. That's it. That's yeah. That's how we call it. It's just bad. And the only option you have to make that okay is to do this. Technically. But that's how to do that? That's cute. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with the fact that the design system and UI kits that exist do use progress timer, which makes sense. But I don't think they are useful, and I don't think they give anything to the user that the user didn't have in the first place. So yeah. I think it's the same thing as the shit, I forgot a fucking L. There was, we talked about it. It's somewhere in there. Sorry. I should search once again, right? That. Right, regulate that like this, and you just want that. That's cute. Anyways, it's the same. It's the same. I didn't tag you on that. Yeah. I don't think it's useful, but whatever. It's not fake. That's the thing. They did it fake in the first place. Like someone said, why not have a scroll bar that take the curve of the page, and someone did a code pen about it after, and now it's an option. You can have it. You can have it. Anyways, so radius and padding, whatever. I think if you center your message, that would be better. So let me write something like this, and then if you have to have I want to do so much shit that you can't do. I know you can't. Like that. Like that. Having a progress bar, basically what we did on the files thing, like these types of nanite type thing right here. So you just duplicate that to make sure that it's like 1 by 1. That's using shit. That's using that, but brighter. There's just a tiny thing at the top. Anyways, you can barely see it in the design, but the animation on the border is enough usually. Anyways, right now I think you have your progress bar at 4. If you use that at 2, that's okay to be put flush with the top or flush with the bottom. And if you do that, make sure that your content is the same as this, like it's centered. One of the things that is missing from the screenshot that you sent me is the this icon specifically, and I think it's because you are missing the icon as an icon and you just have it as a logo, and you're using the 24 by 24 base space instead of the central 16, I think. So yeah. And Filu, yes, but that's the thing. The target audience of Sony is power users. So knowing the target audience helps to make some decision. There are some things that will be changed later, but for now, because we are targeting primarily target users, I mean power users that knows how to do things, we don't necessarily need all of the accessibility things. It's better to have them. I'm agreeing with you there, but it's still not necessary. But yeah, Study, I think if you just center things, that would be better. And then these things are there are 20. Oh, I'm guessing you have used something different for that and that. The main reason why I'm saying this is because if you take a look at these two side by side, that's a bit big. That's a bit big. Yeah. I get it. I know. If I'm placing the logo, can you fucking give me the, yeah, thank you. If I'm placing the logo directly here, which is at the size at which it is, and I make it 90, it looks small. I know, but it looks better. That's smaller, and at least it's aligned with this. Anyways, I agree. You also need, from what you asked for 2 days ago, you also need one of these in the in here. So I think we can do that while we are here, because this is simple. It is simple. It's one of these. I mean, it's technically one of these. And that. Right. So if I'm using this as a base, you said that you wanted to have that. You wanted to have the option to get the logo black and opaque. I do understand you. I do not agree with you on that. I know why you want it. Obviously. Shit. If I don't have the grid, that doesn't help. Yep, that's better. I know that if it's just this, it doesn't make sense. And you send me screenshots, options, things earlier, right? And you want it to be used here, right? That's the I mean here in the tray, right? Yeah. As a minimum icon. I think you're right for Android. I think Android absolutely needs to be a solid white color thing. I don't think iOS does. Anyways. So as an icon, we can do that. Do that for an icon. That's fine. That's okay. What? Right, as an icon that is 24 by 24, that takes a bit of padding, but not too much. Maybe. As a solid thing, though, that's the more complicated thing. As a solid thing, can I do that? Maybe. So we would need, in some situation for sure, to have the ability to change that. I mean, change is a big word. I do think that this is useless. And I think this probably would be better if it was at 3. I'm just experimenting right now. Don't freak out. I mean, freak out if you want, but don't freak out too much then. Lol. It's fine. No, not that. So let's see. If we have that, which is absolutely bad, I think I should do that the other way. I should do this goes here, and then I get rid of these 2. I outline that we have something. We don't have commands, and the mom commands has 4 O's. I really need to do an alias so that you have access to said alias, and you can use that with just 1 O. And yeah, the 4 O's is a bit much. I agree. Fuck me sideways. Better. Uh, it's on my Stream Deck. It's easier for me to just...
Mum!
And so here, if I'm using... No, not that. If I'm using... Three? Alright, 3. I'm using 3. I need to place that here. If I'm using 3, it's basically gonna be here and here. It needs to not touch, but touch. So that's kind of hard. Right. It's gonna be here. Kinda. I guess. So the circular one will come later. I know. But the circular ones are planned for later. I will do the entirety of this in circle forms. So right now the only circle forms that we have is this, and I think some of the system but you had here, and some of the system that have that in circle form. Oh, you want these in circle? Fuck off. This man. It doesn't even work. You asked for it. Yes, feeling. There is, it's in the work. It takes longer than expected, but it's in the work. And no one can see what it looks like for now, because it's in the work. So I will say, all I will say. You want something like this? That looks like shit. Redmer, hi, welcome on in. Oh, you want the regular version with no icon things? Yeah. I have started a thing with the mom project. I can tell you that. I told that before, but yeah, there will be a landing page, that's for sure. It's just like, it's taking way more time than it needs to, because it's for me and it's complicated, and it will be done. I think in like a week and a half or something it should be done. Anyways, there is also a file that I'm working on when I have time, to tell you that it's not a lot, but it's also a file that I'm working on that takes a Framer file that takes everything from the foundation, meaning all the colors for dark mode and light mode, in light and dark, and in transparency and solid, all the text input, text tiles, all of the spacing ready, all of the elevation, all that done in Framer directly. And I tried to do the icons, but it doesn't work. So yeah, that's complicated. 97 SSTT, welcome on in. Tips for making a navbar for portfolio. It depends on the content. But if you just want a navbar, I think a floating would be better in the current state of things, or a dislocated version, meaning that you have your logo at the top left and your content at the bottom left. I think Mr. Ben Burns' website. When we worked on Ben's website for the navigation, we had the navigation here in some of the tests. Maybe it's because I'm not in full screen. Let me reload that in full screen. Got rid of it. Fuck. That's the old one. Yeah, that's the old one. Nah. Sometimes. Anyways, we had something here. And it was pretty good. But one of the framer templates that you can find in the portfolios section, personal or portfolio, they are the same. There are a lot of them that have sidebars, and you can use that. The one that I have in mind right now, let me see if I can find kind of this one, even though I don't like it, but whatever. And this one also works, but I have one specific in mind. If I can't find it, I will go back to the first one, which seems to be that I'm gonna go back to the first one. Yeah, that seems like the right idea, isn't it? Whatever, that works. Have a good meeting. That type of sidebar is pretty good. So it's concise. It just has the amount of content that it needs to have, and it doesn't have more than that. That would be my tip. And then currently in the I'm kind of sad about that. Does Kane shit? Does Kane has this updated? Fuck, that's the old one. I mean, old one. That's one of the versions that we have made. Yeah, that works. But you know, basically one of these kind of works like that. It just makes sense. It's simple. That's enough. You don't need more than that most of the time. So yeah, one of the things that I would say here is, instead of having your links at the top of your page, put them in your sidebar, because if you do that, then they're accessible every time. Right now, if I'm starting the scrolling, obviously they put it at the bottom as well, but they are not necessarily needed duplicated. So instead of having them twice, I just add them here, and now I'm good. And you can have like 4 of these. I think Oli has been revamping his entire thing 15 times already, so that's not right. But something like this, like these cards, really work, and you can have, like, right now he has 6. If you just have 4, you can do that. That would be my recommendation. I wouldn't recommend a sidebar for a portfolio though. I get it. I do, but I wouldn't recommend that for a portfolio. I don't even know if we have like mini or shit personal. Maybe it's a personal thing. They had a thing at some point with yeah, that looks like an issue rather than anything else. This is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this one is what I just said. I'm looking for very specific. I think it was one of the first framer template that we had in here. I think it was in the free version, as far as I remember, because I have it downloaded somewhere. So it is somewhere. But I obviously can't find it. Where is this thing? It's basically just carded content. It might be called card at this point. This is an interesting one as well. We talked about that type of navigation a long time ago now. It's still valid, it still works, but it might not be the best. It was at the same time as horizontal in terms of when it was released, so I'm guessing it's around here. At least it should be. And it's not. Cool. So when you arrive on this, which is basically what a sidebar for portfolio means or represent to me, this is not a portfolio. This is, I mean, a sidebar is usually associated with a dashboard or a BI software. Like, it's not for a personal thing, so that's why I'm saying it. I wouldn't recommend it for a portfolio personally. But that looks more or less like a Jira type of navigation rather than a fully fleshed out sidebar. That makes sense. But if you're going for that vibe, do that. Maybe. And the other thing that I was talking about was mostly this. Like, you just have a teeny tiny thing at the top left that just floats and doesn't need more than that. This one is a really mobile friendly thing. So let me check. How does it look on mobile? Yeah, we're not supposed to have the hover effect, obviously. But yeah, no, it's the same. I think a portfolio should be. It's not it cannot be a single page for the simple fact that we have projects, and most people are using or are also having like case studies in there. So you basically have a single page that has everything, and you click on something and you go into a secondary CMS style page. But yeah, other than that, that's it. Like, this feels wrong. But that's basically what I said earlier, right? With the social medias being at the bottom, they are always here, always active, always accessible, and you don't need more. This website is like, there's nothing here. But yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that my website here is wrong. Like, it shouldn't have 4 pages at the top, and I'm in the process of reworking it 100%. But yeah, there is no more than this. Like that's all you have when you arrive on the website for the first time. And if you like, all right, what did you work on? You click on work, you get some work. This is bullshit, but it's there. How can I pay you? You click on rental, you get rentals. That's it. But tag me. You think you tagged me? Did I get... I mean, I have 4 notifications, so I guess. Yes, you did. Yeah. I appreciate that. You did threads. And you didn't even use your fucking affiliate link? What the fuck? Get some money. And I need the money more than you, but anyways. What do you mean you don't have an affiliate link? It's been written in this at the bottom since we had affiliate. Anyways, going back there, they all have the same thing. This one is fun. As a sidebar, it changes. It's different. But it feels weird. There's something that just doesn't. And that's the one that I was talking about earlier. That is just like, it works, it's fun. You have a thing, but like, it's implemented like shit. Sorry for the person who implemented that. Day 69 is great. Has been great. And since day 69, we dropped the price of the entire kit to 69, which, by the way, I think...
Mom?
Yeah, it's reaching 469, so good. Yeah, nah, I don't know. So yeah, 97. That was your name. I wouldn't recommend a sidebar, but if you have to, one of these would work. Nothing is really Christian friendly for me. If you go back to the kit and you find the kit that has buildings or like homes and houses, you figure out really quickly that I'm not really religious when it comes to the church. And that from there, there were some like appliances or home living activities that happened, and that when we did some type of RPG game thing, it was not on point. Like, none of my crosses that are supposed to be crosses on the right way. So, yeah. This is much better. Top tier. Top tier day 69. I mean, I had no option. It was a thing. I think this one is my best work. I think the one is like amazing. It looks like it's vibrating. I love it. And the butt plug is just simple. I don't like it that much. It's not. It's good, but it's not great. So, nah, nah, whatever. Also, I've been losing steam a lot. Like 500 views and 600 views on these things. That's not good. That's no good. And to explain, if you need to ask, why is me having so much of a hate for the Christianity things? When I learned that the Christianity is using or has been using some symbols for bad since they have started, and realizing that these symbols that they are using were previously used for something that is pretty good, but they just didn't like it, and they said, that's associated with the devil. And nowadays you're like, okay, a goat is the devil, cool, but it was good in the first place. It's just like one day there was a priest that was butt-headed by a goat, and it was like, oh, that's the devil. So, anywho, that would be my answer for the sidebars. That would be my answer for the Framer template. There will be a Framer template with the mom content at some point when I have time. Mainly the thing that is taking the most time is the icons, because we have 1,000 and something icons to do, so that's hard. But yeah, I think this is bad. I think this is bad. Yeah, I mean, usually they do approve it pretty fast. I think Khalil got approved in like a day or something, or less than a day. And then for me, on the affiliate side of things, it's automated. So basically, you say I want to be an affiliate. I'm like, fuck it, yeah, cool, do that. And I don't really care about it. So yeah. Yeah, I think your circle one is bad, so I will just not do that, and that will be it. And then the secondary thing that you said, which is kind of true, but also not really. I don't get the full amount. No, that's what's good about the affiliate. Is like, oh shit. Holy fuck. Can you fucking place the thing? Yes, thank you. You get 50% of any sale you make. And either you facilitate the sale, and like from 69 you get like 34.5, and I get 34.5, or you don't facilitate the sale and I'm getting nothing. So it's good for business in both situations, because well, if you didn't help, I wouldn't have had the money anyways. So that's my thinking. Like, You send me someone, and you send me no one. I prefer you send me someone, and I get half. It's in any cases, it's money I wouldn't have seen. So the fact that I'm seeing it, pretty good. The thing is, if we put your logo in the brand section, which we will 100%, I think it will be in the. I think it would be. It could be in the productivity thing or in the media. I think you go in media. Ugh. Fuck. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. It will be fine. You'll find a way. Yeah. He said that. I don't know if I agree. Holy shit. Somehow. Somehow. 18? Let me put it at 20. Right? If we do that, it's like 27. 27. Oh, this one is flush. Interesting. Yeah, 27, 28. So let's do that. 27 in width, so that we have our content. And then let's get rid of that. So that would be like the base shit for the No Mercy logo. I need to make sure that these things are out of anything. And yeah. I mean, 60 euros depends on how your finances are, but 60 euros is like, it's fine. It's not that much. I'm kidding. Ah, bitch. Thank you. Uh, 18 then. 18. Really? Do you want white as a background so that it just works? Or do you want something a bit more colorful, in which case we use the white logo on top of purple? Like, we could have something a bit more fun with that. Let me just duplicate it. So technically taking somehow something like, really, something like this. Ooh, that's how the fuck? How? Okay, cool. Thank you. That was weird. Something like this, and we go white instead. Right? Depends. What am I tackling on? So we are doing some icons today. I'm trying to get back to streaming a bit. My head is fine. It's still spinning if I'm moving fast or if I'm spinning, if I'm talking a lot. But it's better than before. And I'm just making sure that we have everything for Stony ready soon. And yeah. Fair enough. So the layout background is, should be, might be, maybe. Fair point. Oh, that. I don't even know if I can do that. Bitch. Let's check that image and can it be tiled? 50%. That's an option. I don't like it that much, mainly for its placement, but technically I think it's fine. And to get with the other content that like they are basically flat, I think the only one that has like a bit of a no flat thing is this one, so I'm gonna keep that. One of the options that we can have on this thing is potentially doing something like that. Bitch. Yes, and then let's select everything, make sure that everything is in the scale so that we don't have any issues. And that's normal C-1 or circle, I think. So that we have it. And if that works, and if we are agreeing with these, that means this is going down. Because it has more content. Yeah, I guess. So that's for the icons for you here and for you there. They're here. Not demoted, no. But yeah, kind of playing with the icons again. We've done a lot, to be honest, of icons in a little amount of time. Like, really small amount of time. So, really impressed by the amount of shit that we've done. It's just, it's taking longer than I wanted it to do. Yeah, so these are basically all of the thing shapes we have. And the options that you sent me is fine, but I don't like it. Obviously. Like right here is just like the exclude intersection, which is okay. Right, just it works. But right? Yeah. I think it's better to use the flat icon generation for you specifically in that use case, because that way you don't have to like load a new file. But if you wanted to, and if we wanted to, we can use that. But I don't like it. Like it's fine, but I don't like it because it makes no sense. It makes no sense in pixelated view. It makes no sense outside of context. I think that would be better in the header, in like just outlined. Like that way you can see specifically, because we are talking about an icon that is going to be in the status bar of your phone, most likely, meaning that I'm looking at the X and the Twitch icons that I have on my Android phones. These are tiny. Like, I'm not saying tiny, but these are tiny. Let me check just the iOS guidelines, which I think has been done in 2x. Where's my icons? Yeah, so this thing right here is 12. 12 by 17. This thing is 18, and this thing is like 13 height. So, yeah. If we're taking these as an icon, it's like 14 by 14, and we need it to be recognizable from your phone size. So if we take 14 as a base and kill that, because that's useless. Right. So my element right now is 20 by 13 in non-pixelated version. Technically speaking, it's not 13, it is 12 and a half. I mean, we have half a pixel here and probably half a pixel there, so that's like 12 points overall. That's fine. But if we take that and we make it small enough to like 14 by 14, I don't think that works. And if you took a look at the previously opened file, the 14 by 14 was the box in which the icon was to be recognized. So if you use 14 by 14, then I don't think that's something that I should do or you should do. I think that's something that should be defined by the system on your end, by having the icon, like currently it's overlapping a white on top. I think it's the same thing on my Android phone. It's the colored version are for the system only, and the white versions are for the apps. And then if I pull the notification tray, then the content is also like just for system, I think. Oh, you want just to see that? What I want to do here, I don't want, so this is a no, that's for sure. What I want to see though is if I take that, yay, and I go 1 for my thing, and I just want to have my status bar here? Do we have a representation that has an header and a notification thing? No. No. Right. I know you are not using iOS, but it's just easier, kinda. Shit. Really? So I clicked the wrong thing. I mean, yeah, that's also a thing. I don't think the iOS one has any icons anymore. All right, forget about it. Forget about that. Let's check the Android status. Maybe. Nothing with a preview of an icon. Cool. So I guess. I mean, meh. It's fine. I think the notch is a good idea. For the amount of tech that is behind it, I think it could have been way smaller in the first place. But, you know. Things. So, that is 12, and it looks like the iOS bar anyways. Like, this bitch used the exact same fucking icons on both things. I might kill some people. Let's say it's okay. Let's make that width 14. Dota, hi, welcome on in. Yes, I am alive. I don't think having a tiny bar on top is better though. That. Yeah, thank you for the asterisks. That's good. That's better. That makes sense. It doesn't, but it does makes more sense. At least I have that thing that that has a lot of space. Can I take that? Yeah. Oh no, I can't take that. What the? Oh, I can't with people. I can't. Why? Why are people like this? Okay, so this is huge, but that's fine. I need this thing. Not this thing, thank you. If you want to share a link, Dota, please feel free to do so. I will never. Oh, this is 2x. So if I just 0.5 this, are we good? This is 14. Cool. So if that's 14, and I'm taking this is bullshit. Holy fuck. Listen to me. Listen to me. This has been built like shit. I can't complain about it. Can't I? So the entirety of these looks like to be 21 in height, and the icons that are inside are supposed to be 14 by 14. And that thing, that entire thing, to have the ability to do the thing that it says that it's supposed to do, which is that thing being automated. Let me just get rid of that, because we absolutely don't need this, and we don't need that either. The animation they wanted to do in the file that was here is the retraction of the top section bar thingy. If they wanted this to be animated properly, they need Phil's. Hi, welcome on it. They need this, and the fucking background to be an auto layout fucking thing. And if that's an auto layout and it's good, which is not the case, but whatever. What the fuck? Then they can just do that and hide that, then it works. See? If you just do that. Holy shit, it was so hard. Anyways, forget about it. So if my icons are 14 by 14, which is the case here, the main issue that we have with your icon, Stoney, is the fact that this thing is absolutely wrong when it comes to its size. So it kind of need to be 1.5. I mean, the 1.5 was good, but then it's like too fat. So it basically needs to be 1.25 to be visible. And then in order for us to have our whole thing at 14 and working, which is not the case of the fucking icon for the battery. Anyways, Catherine, hi, welcome on it. So if I do that and I scale this to 14, let's scale this to 14. No, I have a 1. Oh fuck! I need to scale that to what? 12. I can do 12.5. Cool. It's wrong, but that's okay. If you do 12.5 with a 0.25 thing, that would be here. And this one is 15 by 15. The first one is 14 by 14. That makes no sense. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. I'm dying. You have a boomer translator? I need to check that out. Oh yeah, no, it's there. I was like, one person has Google Translator by mistake. Um, my mistake. So yeah, something's not right, Stoney. Just to reiterate on what I was saying. This one being at 15, this one being at 14, and this one being supposedly at 14, which is the case. Would be a bit of an issue. However, if we define that this pill thing is 20, and that's the size that we need to be at, then I can do 20, in which case we're good, and that's pretty okay to get that at what point? 5, which means if I'm getting that right and I scale this to 2.4, so 24, getting that to 0.5 for the lols, and then I'm taking that specific thing with its placement absolutely out of placement, and I place it here. That how much centered it is, specifically if we are 2x, it's really close, but it's not the same. Let's do Android for the name. That should be good enough for you to use on your status bar in 14 by 14, as long as you make the stroke at 1.5. Have a good rest of your day, Redmer. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it, and staying here as well. That's an option. I don't think, I mean, I think that works as well if you just make it 20. And let me check the link that you sent, because you sent a link that is pretty important. Yeah, so the minimum is 18 by 18, so it's like basically a 20 thing. Yeah, and it should be solid. It's better to have a solid thing. Yes. This one is so cute. So cute with the transparency. Anyways, they are kind of outdated, but also, I mean, mainly because we are on Android 16 now. So yeah. But I mean, 3 or later, I think it's the same thing. Anyways. And I think your current state of the logo makes sense. Specifically, if it has transparency, it should work. But Yeah. I don't know. I do not know. I need to pee. 1 second. Someone wants a song name? I can't hear the song. That was the song. As far as I know. Shit. That's it. That's all you get. Too late. I can't go back. I hope you got it. No, I could. Yeah, that's the thing. T-shirts and sweats. That's the name of the fucking artist. Holy shit. What the fuck? Did we hear that? I get it. It's not slasher, but it's kind of good. JD, huh? Welcome on in. Welcome back. So yeah, we could. I think you could use that. That is interesting. Did you try app.spotify.com or open.spotify.com or mobile.spotify.com as options? Because sometimes that just is the reason. One thing that I used to do, I don't know if it's still the case, but one thing that I used to do is the app, the desktop app was trying to give me ads, but then the desktop, like the browser option, was giving me the option to use my ad blocker and get no ads. So I still had like the free version where you can only just do shuffle and whatever, but I didn't have ads, which is useful if you're someone who doesn't like ads. Yeah, Stoney, I think you should use that. That's where I stopped. What the fuck? You know what? I did that. I did that. I didn't want to, but they pissed me off enough. Yeah. I don't know. Damn, you have such, the first 6 videos are such me. You have bodybuilding things, design things, architecture things, some woodworking, tech and other shit, and just some vlogs. That, yeah, whatever. Anywho, I should close that for the sake of things working. Yeah, I mean, they block but not block you. They used to, I mean, the thing that is good with the like open source-ish ad blockers is that as soon as there is a blocking things blocking them, they find a way to overcome said blocking. So any uBlock app you have on Chrome will go past the YouTube checks. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to have like the yeah, but it's the same thing. Like Brave or Arc have built-in ad blockers in them, and I know that when YouTube announced that they will have blocking for people who use ad blockers, these browser went to the internet and just said, we are working on a way to bypass the YouTube ads things. But yeah, one of the reason why I said I'ma just use premium, because it's like I'm watching so much shit anyways. But the main reason is I have a feeling that people who use an ad blocker on YouTube and are part of the creator of the platform will have a bit of a hard time in the future when people are like, people at YouTube will be like, oh, you're a creator, but you're using an ad blocker, so your revenue is cut by X amount based on the amount that we should have had based on the time that you should have watched ads. And I feel like that will happen at some point. So anyways, YouTube is still the superior platform for now. I think. Yeah, I use the Arc blockers plus the uBlock Origin thing. this looks like so bad. Anyways, it's, yeah. Phil's got a point. Bright, there is Livewire. Fuck, the brain took a bit of a hit there. Feels is working on this, and that's why we're saying like we should potentially move to something different soon. Feels is working on a version of video hosting platform dev now. Holy shit. Why you change? Why you change your fucking URLs every fucking day? It's the same thing. So yeah, so that exists. It's pretty good. It has been designed by Denny, and it kind of works if that's the big if of this platform is like the infrastructure that like is needed to get these types of platform to work is huge. So that might be hard. I think if you cannot download the app, you should use Chrome. But if you are just looking for music, I mean, the main issue that I have is if you want music, you basically need to go through all of the platform that exist to get something. Like there is no, I haven't found, I'm rephrasing 3 times in my head, I haven't found an app currently that would combine the things from like SoundCloud, Spotify, Tilda, whatever the name, and all that in one single place. But maybe there is. I'm just a dumbass. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. I think the how is it called? I think SoundCloud is pretty good for some people, but everything is paid anyway at this point, so But Feels and Sturdy are 2 different type of person that like owning their medias and stuff and not having to stream every time. So I don't get it. And Feels, I don't know if you have enough servers to host like the amount of people that YouTubers are using on the daily. I don't know. It's kind of huge. It's kind of huge. Damn, I'm tired as fuck. Yeah, but I mean, I trust you. You know what? That's it. I do trust you. If you think yeah, then yeah. I don't know shit at this server things anyways. So the only thing I see is like new website go in and then they go down for like 2 hours because too many people came in. That's all I see all over the internet. Every day. What happens? Oh, all right. So, Stony, for your things, I don't think there is a need for more than that. And I think my head is good enough now that I need to go. So let me check. You know what I'm checking? Yeah, you could. Finite is not live, obviously. Do we have someone from the cloud that has been announced after me? No. V for me? No. For fuck's sake. Where are you going? And Callier's live. Where are you going? Tell me. I don't see anyone live that I'm following. Cool. Yes, I'm going there. Damn, this bitch has 33 people watching. That's the thing with co-working. I don't get it. Oh, you can speak Dutch in chat because yeah, that makes sense. It feels I was in the hospital for 3 days and my head is still not good, so I need to get out. I need the sleep. That's where we stand. I need the sleep to make sure that I can potentially come back tomorrow. If tomorrow day is fine, then we're gonna go back live in the regular schedule. If it's not the case, then the schedule will be on the Discord, and we'll check that out. But if for some reason you want to watch the VODs, I don't know why, whatever, that happens on YouTube. If you want to know when I'm live and where I'm live, this, however, happens on Discord for sure. And if you want to follow me on socials for some reason as well, these are here. If you want to give me money without giving me money to, or giving money to Twitch, send me money there. That would be highly appreciated. And yeah, as always, I said fuck a lot, like a lot, and I shall be back officially tomorrow, but we never know. And if not tomorrow, it will be the next day, right? But that's it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I might go rest and have fun there. Take care. Bye.